Hey guys, what's up? It's Kyle here. I want to talk about something a little different here. I want to give my thoughts and opinions on, excuse me, Family Guy. Last week, and the reason why I'm talking about this now is because last week when I watched the episode, I was too sick to do a review because I was recovering from a terrible, just awful sinus infection. It's god awful. Which I'm still recuperating from, but I'm a lot better now than I was last Sunday, which at the time I couldn't do it. So, what I want to talk about was the whole death of Brian thing. Everyone knows 2 weeks ago, or maybe 2.5 weeks ago, maybe almost 3 weeks now, Family Guy had aired, excuse me, had aired an episode where Brian, the dog, dies. He gets ran over by a car and dies. And in this, people just went outrageous. People were upset. And within that same episode, they replaced Brian with a new dog named Vinny, voiced by Tony Siscaro. I think that's how you pronounce his name, Siscaro. But anyway, he was from The Sopranos, so I know the actor. But so you had that. It was a big, huge commotion. Everyone was upset. Loyal Family Guy fans were upset. I'm a loyal Family Guy fan. Really wasn't upset. I was just more shocked. And last Sunday, last Sunday, they had the Christmas special, and they brought Brian back to the show, and pretty much got rid of Vinny, saying as if Vinny never existed and he never met the Griffin family because Stewie went back in time and saved Brian from getting ran over. And I think that Family Guy, Seth MacFarlane, the creators, everyone that's behind that show, I think they brought Brian back just way, way too soon. I've been a loyal Family Guy fan for years. I've watched the show for years. I love the show. But even I can admit, being a big fan of the show, I'd probably say since Family Guy's 100th episode, when Stewie, when he killed Lois, since that, Family Guy has not been what it once was. They've taken a lot of directional changes for the characters, and in some aspects it's been good. Other aspects to me has been bad in some of the changes and directions that they've taken some of the characters. And Family Guy as a whole, like I said, it's just not what it used to be anymore. And I'm still a fan of the show, but I'm gonna be honest. I think the whole death of Brian episode thing was a shot that the series needed. It was a shot in the arm that the series needed, and I think that they could have played off this thing for way longer than they could have. I think they brought Brian back way too soon. If I was the creative behind Family Guy that did this whole thing, I would have kept Brian off for a year, one entire season, really embedded in people's minds that, hey, we're going with this. We're going to go forward with this. Brian's dead. He ain't coming back. And then next year, 2014, they could have aired the holiday episode, this holiday episode that they aired last week, and they bring Brian back into the show. Because honestly, for me, I was actually starting to like the character Vinny. I thought Tony Siscaro did a great job with the voice voicing the character. I liked Vinny's, his wisecracking mobster, kind of like Persona, Italian, kind of like Persona, and how every joke he has it kind of hinted that Vinny may have been in the mobs at some point in his life. Some of the jokes that he kind of left. I liked Vinny. I thought Vinny was a fresh new character, a character that was different from Brian, but brought something new to the show. At least, a new, fresh face. I didn't mind the character Vinny. I know a lot of people probably have bashed me for saying that, but I liked the character Vinny. I thought Vinny, I liked the Italian persona, talking dog. And I would have kept Vinny for one whole complete season, one full year. I would have kept him on there. And I know some people always say, and I know there were people that threatened to not watch Family Guy anymore if they did not bring Brian back. But there are a lot of shows and different things where people do controversial things and the fans get upset and they threaten to leave to stop watching or supporting the show, and the shows ignore the people's effort and they still continue to do what they do. And guess what? People still watch the product and people still stay in tune. I would have done that if it was me. I would have kept the character Vinny, on for an entire season, at least one full year, then bring Brian back. One friend of mine's brought up, he said maybe a couple of months. I don't think so. I think 3-6 months, I think would not have been good. I would have done it a complete year, like embedded in people's minds that Brian's gone. Then you bring him back, fall 2014, the following year. So you guys let me know what you think. Do you agree or disagree with my opinions and thoughts? What do you think of the character Vinny? And what were your original reactions to Brian's death as a Family Guy fan, or if you are a Family Guy fan or wasn't, whatever. What are your thoughts in the box below? Subscribe, comment, like this video. Peace.